The fresh smell of cut rubber filled the air as Spider-Man danced around the colossal green beast. Its skin was like iron, and its muscles were corded like tightly stretched steel cables. The huge Hulk towered over him, its face contorted in a snarl. But the little superhero wasn't scared. He had his own brand of courage, a never-give-up attitude that fueled his every move. The makeshift boxing ring was set in the middle of an Indonesian rubber plantation. On one side was a small wooden platform where a battered punching bag hung limply from a rope, swaying gently in the warm evening breeze. On the other side, a similar platform served as the Hulk's corner, equipped with a large bowl filled with water and a towel hanging beside it. Between them, the ring, made of tires and old car parts, stood as a battleground for this unusual contest. The fight had been raging for hours, a non-stop slugfest that had left both combatants bruised and exhausted. The Hulk, enraged by the constant jabs and dodges from the pint-sized powerhouse, roared in frustration, its massive fists clenched, ready to end the fight. But Spider-Man was elusive, always a step ahead, his red and blue suit a blur of motion as he weaved around the giant, his small fists flashing like lightning. "You can't hide forever, Spider-Man," the Hulk boomed, its voice echoing across the plantation. This fight is over." With a Herculean effort, it lunged forward, its enormous hand swiping through the air, aiming to crush the little superhero who nimbly skipped aside, barely escaping the crushing grip. The Hulk's face contorted in a snarl, veins bulging as it gathered itself for another attack. It charged forward, shaking the ground with each heavy step. Spider-Man, perched atop the ropes, watched calmly. In the brief pause before the onslaught, he saw his opportunity. Leaping into the air, he delivered a flying kick that connected squarely with the Hulk's jaw. The giant staggered, momentarily stunned. Before it could recover, Spider-Man was upon it, raining down a flurry of punches, each one a testament to his unwavering spirit. But the Hulk, though wounded, was far from defeated. With a guttural roar, it shook off the cobwebs and retaliated, sending Spider-Man flying. The little hero landed heavily on the ring, the wind knocked out of him. But he was back on his feet in a flash, his eyes blazing with determination. He knew he couldn't defeat the Hulk with brute strength. He was too small, too weak. But he had something else, a fighting spirit that burned brightly within him. He danced around the Hulk, taunting it, dodging its clumsy attempts to land a knockout blow. With every dodge, with every taunt, he chipped away at the giant's resolve, draining its strength, breaking its spirit. The Hulk, frustrated beyond measure, threw a wild punch that missed its target. And in that moment of repose, Spider-Man struck, delivering a swift kick to the giant's knee. The impact was like a bolt from the blue. The Hulk collapsed, its immense bulk crashing to the ground with a thunderous roar. For a moment there was silence, broken only by the soft rustle of the wind through the rubber trees. Then slowly, very slowly, the Hulk began to rise. Its face no longer contorted in anger, but etched with lines of pain and exhaustion. It looked down at Spider-Man, a hint of respect dawning in its eyes. And in that silent acknowledgement, Spider-Man found his greatest victory, not in the fall of the giant, but in the respect he had earned. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the plantation, the two unlikely combatants stood in the middle of the ring, their postures mirroring each other. The Hulk, its bulk silhouetted against the fiery sky, raised its massive fist in a gesture of respect. And in that moment, Spider-Man understood that sometimes the greatest battles are won, not with brute force, but with the strength of one's spirit.